How you doing, YouTube family? Today is Thursday, August the 21st, 2025. Is your man Big D, and I'm back with another one. Want to thank all you good folk out there in YouTube land for continuing to show support to my son and I. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Well, family, I'm back with another video. And in this video, we have a brother that says, for no good reason at all, you should just send her $300. That's right. So let's go on ahead and hear what he got to talk about, and I will chime in afterwards.
Yo, send her $300 right now. Just because, though. I know you see her out there handling business. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of men. I don't want a woman that leeches off a dude, but you see it's a lot of women that holding shit down for real. They taking care of their responsibilities. They keeping their maintenance up on themselves. And you know for a fact, those women that probably really deserve somebody that look out for them. So send it to them just because.
Okay, so young man, why? So you said that because a woman is taking care of her responsibilities, she keeping her maintenance up, just for no good reason, send her $300, and in the remarks you put just because. So let me ask you a question. So is this woman your wife? Is this woman even your significant other? Or is she some girl you just clapping her cheeks? So I'm supposed to just send some broad that I don't really even like that. $300 just because? Okay, so if she's not your wife, she's not your significant other. Well, I'm taking care. I mean, what about the men that take care of their responsibilities, take care of their maintenance? I mean, should they not get some type of love offering, some type of something? I mean, if it's good for the women, it's got to be good for the men, right? I mean, young man, I hear you coming on these streets and you trying to drop game, but the game you dropping, it sounds more like some BS. But let's continue.
I see you. And just put just because, and I'm trying to tell you, I'm giving you game.
And this is why I believe in the death penalty. But check this out. Notice something about this fella. He's wearing colored contact lenses like a broad. He's wearing makeup. Yes, indeed, we're in an era where men wear makeup. If you look at his beard, he has a fake beard. Looks like somebody took a Sharpie marker and colored it in for him. He has the elaborate hairstyle like a broad. He's wearing earrings, which we know, if we're being honest, this was for women.
Okay, so I would say this. I agree with this brother all the way up to the point about earrings. I can't really say the fact that a man that rock earrings that makes him not masculine. I get it. That might not be your thing, but to say that a dude rocking earrings that make him kind of that make him less masculine. I don't know what he was where he was trying to go with it exactly. But yeah, hey, listen, I know some I know some bangers that rock earrings, but they'll knock your ass out. So, I can't agree with him on the whole, the guy wearing the earrings. But as far as like everything else, if this man want to wear the colored contacts, if he want to had a the hairdo, and if he want to get his beard all lined in and look like the man said like a Sharpie marker, well that's on him. Would I do that? No, I wouldn't do that. I definitely wouldn't do that. The big chain, I don't know if it's real or not. I probably wouldn't do that either. I believe in being modest, and I also believe that you don't have to overdo it in order to justify your existence. What I mean by that, what I mean by that is this. He's saying just send $300 just because. So are you sending $300 to justify your existence? Is she not just happy with you alone? Are you not enough for her? So if you got to come out your pocket just to supplement the fact that she ain't really into you like that, my good man, sound to me like you wasting a lot of money. But I mean, you on here flogging and you got your big chain on, and you got your little leather jacket on, you on your whip. So yeah, perhaps you got it like that. But at the end of the day, I still don't believe that you should just throw your money away. I don't care if you have millions of it. You shouldn't just waste your money and just throw caution to the wind. because there's an old saying, a fool and their money shall soon depart. That means that if you are foolish and reckless with your money, you ain't gonna have it very long.
And he's wearing a bunch of jewelry. Not to say I won't throw a little bit on every now and then, but this is the effeminate male. This is the guy that chicks end up with because he pays them, when in actual fact, they say they want a real man or a masculine man. Well, these chicks are so high testosterone that you can't have two men in the relationship, so they end up with this effeminate guy.
Okay, I will agree with this young brother on that. Nowadays, women are hella masculine, very masculine. And a lot of women are raised to be that way. You see, masculinity breeds masculinity, and particularly when we're talking about women. If you have a single mom that perhaps raised her daughter, she gonna pump into that, depending on the mother now, because not all women are the same. But by and large, and on average, when you run across a masculine chick, that's because her mama was masculine. Her mama's was masculine. So you have to look at it from a different point of view. Um, these women are raised to be masculine. And some of them don't know any other way. But at the same time, I'm not gonna tell a man to put up with that. Now, men they'll, if they like a chick and they masculine, they'll deal with it, they'll tolerate it, but only to a certain point. Only to a certain point. So what this young brother is saying, you can't have two men in a relationship, especially when the other person's supposed to be a woman. So if you have, your lady and she masculine, and then her dude, by virtue of him being a man, he ought to be masculine, depending, because I know nowadays, men that present as masculine, they might look masculine sometimes, but then they be on the DL. And you have guys who kind of like this young man, the one that said send a young lady, whoever, $300 just because. I mean, on the surface of it, if you strip away all the lined up beard, you take away the contacts, you let him be a little bit more, I guess modest with the hairstyle, I guess some would say, he would look like a straight up masculine dude. But when he put on all this stuff, that tells me he's I guess what you call metrosexual is what they call it nowadays. You have men that, yeah, on one hand they might be masculine, but then they kind of, they are, I guess, well maintained. They believe in getting the pedicures and the manicures and all that good stuff. So the times are different now, family. Men are just men coming up nowadays. They're just not the same as, you know, men from years and years and years ago. That's just what we're dealing with. But I agree that it will be very difficult for a masculine woman to have a positive relationship with with a masculine man. It's just gonna always be head bumping. Always gonna be head bumping because there's gonna be a struggle for who's wearing the pants in the relationship.
This is the kind of guy that can't have a woman unless he has money because he himself has no real value. Tap in with bosses, log in, boss up.
Yo,
Now,
so,
I will agree with what he said to a degree. Um, the guys who have to buy their way into a woman's affection, and if the woman just ain't really uh digging them any other way, I mean, yeah, it just, maybe it is a money. Maybe if the woman don't see you for no more than what you can do for her, then she in it for your resources. And the problem with that is when, if your resources ever run low or run out, she gonna be out. It's gonna be deuces. So that's why you have to be ever so careful when you start feeding into this rhetoric. Like, okay, well, for whatever the reason, just send a $300. He didn't say send a 25. He didn't say 50. He didn't even say send 100. He said send 300. Just because. And that's why you have women nowadays that go on these dating apps and they meet men and And right off rip, they asking me for money. And if you don't want to, if you refuse to give her $300 so she can go get her hair done, he's like, ma'am, I don't even know you. I just met you. I ain't even been knowing you a good week yet. And you want me to give you $300 to get your hair done? They want to try to say you broke. In reality, they the ones that's broke because my good lady, if you ain't broke, why you begging for $300? So, family, I just wanted to jump on here and drop a little quick video and just tap in real quick. But what y'all think, family? Y'all think the this young brother got a point in just saying, hey, go ahead and just send $300 in the remark in the message title line just because? Well, family, always remember, be more tomorrow than you were yesterday. Peace.